Hey, what's going on? Rakeem Madison here, and on today's live video, what I want to do is I want to give you guys a 6-part framework to make your video marketing effective, right? Because you don't want to be one of those people that, they're putting out tons of content. You feel as if you're putting out value and you've done tons and tons of videos, but it just seems like, man, nothing is working. Right, you're just putting out all these videos, and it just feels like you're doing it for the sake of doing it, right? And I don't want to, put you in that predicament. And so, what I want to do here in this video is I'm going to give you a 6-part framework to make your video marketing effective. Okay, so what I want you guys to do as you guys are coming on, definitely let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay. Definitely let me know where everybody is tuning in from. Definitely going to be sharing some value on this, so I highly recommend if you watching this, or somebody that wants to create results with videos, definitely share this out to them right now. Share this in these groups where you see people posting multiple times per day, and it may not necessarily seem like they're getting the results that they want, right? So with that being said, let me know below where you're tuning in from. Let me see who we got on the comments. Angeline says, hi Rakeem, tuning live from New York. Great to see you, brother. Thanks, appreciate you. Just thought I would hop on here, share some value with the people today. So yeah, let me go ahead and move that out of here. All right, so here we go right here. So today's topic, guys, is the 6-part framework to make your video marketing effective. And number 5, literally number 5 is going to be that game changer. Okay, it's going to be the game changer, because you could do all the rest of the things that I tell you, and you still won't get results if you screw number 5 up. Okay. All right, so let's get into today's topic. Also, once again, before we really get into it, definitely let me know where you're tuning in from. Thank you, Angeline, for dropping that down below in the comments. And anybody else watching, let me know where it is you're watching from, all right? All right. So what are the things that you need to do right now in your video marketing efforts to actually get a result from it, okay? So the first thing is, you have to have a hook. Okay, so notice I have what's your hook. So let's take YouTube, for example. Since I'm on YouTube, when people are online and they have a problem and they're searching online, they don't necessarily know that they're going to find you, when it comes to YouTube, but they have a problem, and the first person that they see, usually they're going to make a decision, and whatever video they click on, if that video actually helps to solve their problem or ease the pain that they're dealing with at the time, then you become an instant authority. Okay, but when they go to your video, if your video promises something but you don't deliver on that, then you're going to have somebody who's just they don't want anything else to do with you, right? Because they feel as if they were clickbaited, right? So what you want to do is, when you first start your video, you want to let people know why they're here in the first place, right? Why are they here? And so, like, an example of this would be like, okay, let's say I'm trying to do a video on how to build a landing page. Well, what I want to do is, how to build a landing page for free or something like that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them, in this video, you're going to learn how to build a landing page for free. So you're not going to have to use any softwares, right? I'm giving them something, so in the beginning, so that way they'll stick around. Because if you really like study people, like people, they move towards pleasure. They don't want to have to deal with so pain. So when you think about your content, or if you think about when you're creating a landing page, you want to use this formula here. People want to do this without the pain. Okay, so when you create your content, you want to create your content in that same mindset. Okay, so the hook, staying letting them know what the hook is. And like if it's a sales video or something like that, then the hook would be the offer, right? So I'm sure some of you guys that are on here watching, you've probably seen YouTube ads come up, right? Facebook ads come up, and they say something in the beginning to actually hook you to keep watching, right? So that's what this particular thing here, that is your hook or your offer. Okay, so that's the first thing. Number two is, who is your content for? Who are you speaking to in your content? I've actually did a live here on my Facebook profile, talking about, who it is that you're speaking to, So for me personally, when, I'm doing content, I want to, make sure, hey, what's up, buddy? I want to make sure that, I'm speaking to the right people. And what I call this is like your disqualification process, because if you're just trying to attract everybody, then you're going to start getting people who are just not qualified for what you have, right? You're going to start getting people that may join you or may, do business with you, but they may not stay around long time because your messaging was so broad. Okay, so who is your content for? These are things that you want to know. You want to hook them. Number one, you want to speak to the correct audience, so you're getting the people who are actually qualified, and you're also disqualifying at the same time. Okay, so that's the second phase of it. All right, so number three. Now this one is kind of important too, because proof is going to be key. Now, if you hook them and you're speaking to the right person, but you can't show them proof that you're an expert in your industry or your niche, right? You can't show them that you can actually get them a result. It's going to be difficult for you to actually get those people to kind of move over the fence, right? So proof is going to be key. I won't go too far into detail about proof. Let me get that out of there. I won't go too, in detail about proof, because that's just straight up, right? You got to have some type of proof. You got to be able to show people a result. And like for me personally, about in 2016, I invested to learn more about YouTube, right? Because I was told multiple different times by mentors, I got to have a skill set. And so I felt, okay, I'm pretty good on video at the time. I was like, man, okay, I think I could do this video thing. So that's what I did. I invested in learning more about it, YouTube marketing as a whole, YouTube SEO, and all those different things. So what happened over time is I realized, okay, I'm starting to get results with this. So how do you get better? You keep doing it. You keep doing it. You keep doing it. You keep ranking videos. You keep having your stuff show up on the first page. You keep, delivering, getting your results over time. So once you start to get those results, then you can have something that you can share with people for proof. And of course, as you're doing it, you're going to have, people that, come along, and maybe you can teach those people. So it's all a process that you kind of go through. All right. So far we've talked mostly about the hook. Number one, who is your content for? Number two, and number three is, where is the proof? How can you prove to those people that you can get them a result? Okay. All right, so the fourth thing is educate your audience. So if you got the first three things, covered, and you start to educate your audience on, how this can actually help them. And I'm going to kind of give you guys an example here. I'm going to share my screen here in a minute to kind of take you guys throughout the process and how I generated a result. And it wasn't like, a crazy result, right? I just want to show you guys that it actually works. All right, so just bear with me. All right, so just bear with me here. Let me know if you guys, when you guys can see my screen. All right, so give me a second. All right, boom. All right, so should be able to see my screen right about now. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see my screen. So what I'm gonna do, guys, remember I was talking about the process. You gotta hook them, you gotta know who you're speaking to, and you also gotta show proof. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna show you a perfect example. So what I did is I used this software right here, right? And this is a software for, like, you know, monitoring your analytics on, you know, on your Facebook and so on and so on, right? So what I want to do is I want to show you guys, if you look over here in the right corner, you'll see there's $9 there. Now, I use the same 6-part framework that I'm telling you here in a video on YouTube. Now, I didn't have to, you know, speak to anybody about this or anything. All I did was I ranked the video, and I'm going to show you guys the video here in a minute. All right, so let me go over here to YouTube. Hopefully you guys can still see my screen. And I'm going to show you guys, and matter of fact, I think I should just go into not TSB. I don't know why I said that. I'm going to go to an incognito browser, and I want to show you guys how I ranked the video. Literally, I just ranked the video, and that video is continuing. People are continuing to see it. It's ranking on the first page, and it's continuously driving traffic every single day. Now, just let me know if you guys can see this. Hopefully you guys can see this, and it's not having any technical issues or anything like that. All right, so what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm going to type the name of that particular product in. Okay, so friend filter Facebook. So as you can see here, we're on an incognito browser. So this is actually accurate data. So you can see for this particular product, I'm ranking number 2, and as you can see, it has about 1,300 views. Okay, and what this is doing, this is like, basically what I did is I created a marketing asset. So the more and more people that come to this every single month, they're going to see, you know, these top videos. So as long as this product is around, this gives me the opportunity to continuously make money every single, consistently, right? Let's just say that, consistently. So it's a marketing asset that I was able to create. And in this video, I used the 6-part framework that I'm talking about as far as like what I'm trying to explain to you guys here on this live. Okay, so boom, that's what I did. I ranked the video. I used the skill set that I have. So remember, if you're in your business and you're not focusing on the skill, it's hard for me to really explain how important it is to develop some type of skill set so people know, you know, who you are first and foremost and what you're known for, right? So that's kind of what I wanted to kind of elaborate on, just kind of show you guys that video continues to bring in, you know, generate me results. Okay, so let me actually tail back and go to, let's go here. And let's go into here. I want to show you guys, you know, so you can see that they're actually coming in. Okay, so if I go to payouts and I go to, no, not payouts. I think it's conversions. Okay, there it is right there. All right, so you can see here the dates of when customers were actually coming in. So you can see here on the 27th of January, we had a sale right there. And then you can see here, we had another sale on the 17th and then another sale on the 10th. Okay, and actually you can see there's 2 sales that came in on the 10th. So everything that you see here on this page was all generated from that particular video. And then you can start to see larger commissions where you see $99, okay, and then the 30% of that, which you can see somebody decided to go with the annual plan. So what I'm showing you here in this video is that once you first develop a skill set, you learn how to hook people, you learn how to put your message to where you're speaking to the right people. Let me actually come back on the screen here. Let me stop sharing. Okay, perfect. All right, so what's up? What's going on, John, man? Good to see you, my man. Appreciate you for stopping by. Appreciate you, brother. So yeah, guys, what the whole point of this is to focus in on your skill set and understand that it's gonna take time. Like, even if you watch this video and you know you decide to follow this 6-part framework that I use for most of my videos, you got to have, you obviously got to have the right mindset to allow it to actually happen over time. And that's where a lot of people, fail is they start something, they learn a new strategy, they start to do it, and then like a week or 2 weeks go by, and for some people, even a couple days goes by and they're not generating a result. It becomes like, man, I like, kind of talking on mindset. And you guys know that's what I talk on that stuff a lot. I was actually watching a live that John did. As you can see, John here, he's actually here on this live. He was talking about mindset, and some of the points that he was talking about, it just hit perfectly, right? Because I believe like, a lot of us, deal with what is called like, self-sabotage, right? So we're doing something and we're doing it right, and maybe we do it 2-3 weeks in a row, and then what happens is what happens is we deal with what we call the human condition. So we're trying to progress in our lives, and it's just like, oh, then we default back to like our default settings, and then it's just like, oh, you stop doing what you're doing. So mindset is key in this entire process. Zanquisha, what's going on? What's going on, Zanquisha? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that. So yeah, guys, let's continue to go through the rest of these things. So for the people that are just jumping on, so far we've covered the hook, which is important when you first come on your video, who your content is for. So you're letting them know through your messaging, right? You don't necessarily have to say, hey, my name's Rakeem Madison and this video is for realtors. You don't have to do that, right? You just have to, through your messaging, understanding who it is that you're trying to attract to you. What messaging to use, because who your ideal customer or client or prospect is, right? So it's all about your messaging. All right. So we talked about the hook. We talked about who is the content for. We talked about providing some type of proof so you can be seen, as that person who's the expert in your niche. And the example I used was, with YouTube, when somebody has a problem, they're not necessarily looking for you, but they're looking for a solution to their problem. And if you can position yourself in front of them by, showing up on the first page, or positioning yourself close to popular videos, which I also teach, I teach and coach people, how to use YouTube effectively, to increase your traffic, to increase your leads, to increase your sales. And, with me, showing multiple different times where I've, showed up on the first page, and I've helped my students that I've had over the years, generate results for their business. Okay. So the proof is important. Educating your audience, which that's what I had up on the screen earlier, is making sure you're not only just pitching someone, but you're educating them at the same time. Okay. So that was the fourth thing. The fifth thing, guys, and as you can see, I said this one was the game changer, is to have a compelling pitch. So you could literally do everything that I just said, and you wouldn't generate a dime if you didn't have a compelling pitch, meaning something that's going to make people take action now. Like, if you don't have that, you can have everything. You can have all the bells and the whistles, but if that pitch is not compelling, people aren't going to do anything. So you're just going to that's when you get into that, oh, I'm doing all these videos and nobody's buying. I'm doing all these videos and nobody's opting into my page. I'm doing all these videos and I believe that I'm providing value, but it just seems like nobody is buying from me. Trust me, guys. When I first started doing videos, those same thoughts were going through my head. I was like, man, I'm doing these YouTube videos. I'm ranking on the first page, but people are saying, good job. And, they're saying all these good things, but these people weren't moving on anything. And so if your pitch is not compelling, right, and this is where you kind of get into, a little bit about how it can help them. Okay, how is it going to help them in their business? Kind of like features and benefits a little bit, throughout your video. But you don't want to get too deep into that, but you do want to make it very compelling to where they actually move now. Okay, so that's number 5. Like I said, that is the game changer. And the last step, and so many people miss this step in their videos, especially when they're, going throughout the process of really getting into video marketing, is they miss this right here. A simple call to action. Simple. So a call to action, and just to kind of give you an example, if you're not too familiar, it's to basically finish it, because you already gave your compelling offer, like your compelling pitch. Now you just give a simple call to action. So for example, in this video, if at the end, maybe I'm not selling anything, right? Let's just say that I was just saying, hey, if you got value from this video, go ahead and like and drop me a comment down below and share this with someone who it may benefit, right? That's a call to action. I gave 3 in 1. Right, I've gave 3 different commands, to the people that I'm speaking to here on the video content. So it can be longer than that, or it can be very simple. So if I just gave a review on a video like I showed you guys earlier, and if you're just hopping on, go back and check that out after this live is over, where in that video, when a person clicks it, they're already looking for what they type on YouTube anyway. So they click my video, I show them what the product can do for them. And then at the end, I may say, well, if you got value from this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I'm just kind of giving you guys what I actually, oh man, I can't even talk right now. I'm giving you guys what I do. So at the end of that video, I said, if you got some value from this, definitely give me a thumbs up. Also drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful. And if you want to, pick up this tool today, or if you want to check this tool out or learn more about this tool, go ahead and click the first link in the description down below. So it's all about going throughout the entire process of, to make your video marketing efforts actually worth you actually doing the video. Okay, so hopefully you guys got some value from today's content. And if you did, definitely give me a thumbs up. Also, drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful in any way. And if you want to learn how to attract the perfect audience using video, definitely reach out to me, to learn more about how I can help you, increase your video marketing efforts. All right. So with that being said, I hope once again, if you got some value, give me a thumbs up, share this with somebody who it may benefit. And I look forward to seeing you in the next live video. Peace.